I'll tell you what I've been doing of late, right? This is a good one you can do. This is what I do in the daytime, right? I go into muffin shops, right? And I try and find human faces in the tops of the muffins. Yeah. It's harder than you think, you know. Yeah. I've got a real gift for it, you know. Because the blueberries throw you off, you know. It's kind of like, you know, you kind of look like that and you kind of... there's a face. Next muffin, you know. There's a face, next muffin. That's the speed I go at. I'm quite good, you know. There's a face, next muffin. There's a face, next muffin. There's a face, next muffin. There's a face, you know. I'm a bit slower when I'm doing, like, celebrity faces, you know. That's quite hard to do, you know. There's a face, next muffin, that. There's a face, next muffin. There's a face, next muffin. I did that wrong there, didn't I? I saw the face, and then I lingered, and then I went, oh. It should be, there's a face, next muffin, like that. There's a face, next muffin. That's the speed, not, there's a face. Next muffin, you know that, you know. Almost like the face reminded you of a loved one in past. Now there is a face. Next muffin, you know. Possibly someone, you know, a recent bereavement. No, not a recent bereavement, a bereavement from a long time past, you know. You wouldn't just go, oh, yeah, they died. Oh, he's dead as well. Next muffin, like you had some sort of macabre muffin-based illness. Oh, yeah, there's another one dead. Or you start seeing the faces of people that will die fairly soon. Oh, God. John? I've seen your face in the top of a muffin, mate. I know, yeah. I'd stay indoors for a bit. Yeah. Next muffin. Hello, this is British Telecom. We were wondering, would you be interested in your friends who are about to die represented in the tops of muffins? Service. Yes, please. 17 pence a day. Next muffin. The trick to doing celebrity muffins is, like you want to know. Yes, what is that, Ross, exactly? Yeah, we were wondering, you know, if we wanted to get into the whole muffin spotting business, you know, I mean, what would be... No, the trick to celebrities is to do celebrities that already look a bit like muffins before you start. Yeah, clever, you see. The Elephant Man. Elizabeth Taylor. You know. Steve McFadden from TV's EastEnders. You know. Look at you lot all racking your brains now going, People reaching down for a book of who's who on TV, in brackets, that look like muffins. Be a very slender volume like that, wouldn't it? Anyone want to offer one up? Hang on, what? Russell Crowe. He has a certain muffin quality. I wouldn't say that to his face, to be honest.
That was Ross Noble, Muffins. Yeah, it was funny, yeah.
I enjoyed it.
So a couple of plugs now, I think.
Yeah, we'll plug away.
Okay, first plug, I guess, is tomorrow, right? Yeah, tomorrow at 3 o'clock in Players, we have David O'Doherty doing a completely free show. He's prepping for his tour, well, not his tour, the Melbourne Comedy Festival. It's a completely new hour of stand-up, or possibly more than an hour, and it's completely free, as I said, and Players. And
I'm taking credit for this one, I'm going to be honest. Because basically, I'll tell you a tale. Many, many, many days ago, and by that I mean about a week and a half ago.
I think it was literally this day last week.
Yeah.
Many hours ago.
Yeah. Well, anyway, we set up. Well, we were having a meeting, Comedy Sock, like we do on occasion, very rarely. And it's like, oh, we have a brand new YouTube. It's lovely, but maybe we should have a Twitter. So I set us up a Twitter. Within 3-4 hours, David O'Doherty had used the Twitter to offer us the free gig. So I'm claiming that as
it's pretty much
score one for the Belfast.
Whose idea was it to set up the Twitter, James?
Well, I think ideas get flung around so often you never really find out. It's the people. It's the people who take action that are the true heroes.
Indeed. Well, he did a free gig for us about 2 years ago, before he went off to Edinburgh, and it was probably my favourite Trinity gig that we've had. It was very funny, very relaxed, and yes, I'm looking forward to tomorrow. I think it'll be a good one. So if you're around campus tomorrow at 3 p.m, come along. If you're one of our future listeners,
you've missed it.
Well, hopefully you were there.
Yeah.
Hopefully James did a good job promoting it, and you were there. You know. So.
Yeah, followed by that, on Wednesday, we've got our intervarsities, our comedy off, with 4 colleges. There's Trinity, there's entrance from UCD, there's entrance from UCC, that's all the way from Cork, and also one from IADT.
Yeah, the 4 great the 4 great Irish universities. You got Trinity, UCC, UCD, and IADT, which I believe is some sort of art college.
It is, yeah.
So
Institute of Art.
Also, you can really if you look at
the tech come in.
If you look at the poster, you can really see the quality on offer because all the 3 others, TCD, UCD, UCC, they have nice little crests which work well on the poster where they've been superimposed as heads.
Yeah.
IADT don't. They just have their name and a little squiggle, and it looks stupid.
You'd think they'd have something quite beautiful.
Yeah,
they think they'd have the best crest of all. But it's like whoever's running the place obviously doesn't attend university there.
No.
Is it a university? I don't think you'd call it.
It's a
college.
A college.
Okay.
It's an institute.
An institute of learning.
Yeah, but our good friend here, Peter, will be performing at that, I believe.
I will be on stage.
I heard you had a bit of a practice gig last night.
Yeah. I was at a gig. I was offered a gig by our good friend Valerie, and she said, "Peter, would you like to do a gig in Captain America's tonight at 7?" I said, "Yes, Val, I would." Thank you for giving me the heads up. Little did I know her ulterior motive to break me. She thought, I'm gonna offer Peter this gig and break him.
Yeah.
And she succeeded. I arrived at Captain America's at 20 to 8.
Yeah.
I was the first comedian there. The organizer of the event welcomed me to let me describe it. Captain America's, it's like you can imagine the main area. Well, they have this little antechamber down the back, which I have dubbed Red Skull's Cave. It has nothing to do with Captain America's. This is very much Red Skull's domain.
Okay.
Imagine all the fun that occurs in Captain America's. You can imagine Captain America kind of walking around the main area, high-fiving people, serving fries and booze. Yeah. Everyone having a good time. Whereas there's none of that in Red Skull's cave. There's only disappointment and emotional rape. That's all that occurs in Red Skull's Cave.
And coincidentally, the venue for the InterVarsities on Wednesday is Captain America's in Red Skull's Cave.
The Captain America will not be making an appearance. There'll only be harm, self-harm. James, you also had a gig there.
I did. I was at it was the same thing you did, but the week before it was the launch night, and so actually people showed up to it because it was a special event. Yeah.
No, I think from what I told, there were people at yours. At mine, there was the 6 comedians, the MC, the MC's friend, my 4 friends, and 4 drunk girls who were dragged in with the promise of free shots from the main restaurant area. They left the warmth and jovial atmosphere of Captain America's to enter the deep, dark cave of Mr. Red Skull. And I want to say they enjoyed themselves. Yeah. But I don't know if I can.
Can I just interject the theory here? You say Val offered you this.
Yes.
In return for sexual favors.
Well, that's not what I was thinking. I think there's the InterVarsities coming up. there's a member of our hometown Cork there. I think she was intimidated by your power. I think she wanted to try and break you.
Break me, yeah. She very nearly did. But I'm ready to bounce back at the universities and at least beat IADT.
Yeah.
If I lose to them, I kid. I'm sure IADT are very amusing.
You will, at least in spirit, beat Red Skull. I hope.
Yeah. I hope I can vanquish Red Skull and escape the cave with my emotional rapage intact. Unplowed. Yeah. I don't know what rapage means. I think I just coined a phrase there.
Yeah.
But so come along on Wednesday night to Red Skull's cave and
be prepared to be lowered into a pit of hell.
Yeah.
Also,
it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good.
Get ready for an awkward evening.
Actually, this is because I just remember because the event, the one I was at before, there was someone from entertainment.ie there reviewing it, and I've only just remembered about that, and I've just brought up the review to read for the first time.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, read it live on air.
Oh wow, this could be crushing.
It's gonna it'll be. Oh, next on was James Belfast, who emptied the room. Anyway,
a tall, offensive Englishman took to the stage.
Okay, well, we'll go on. We'll, because it's fairly long, we'll skip the other comedians.
Yeah, and head straight to the.
Well, we'll mention Valerie because she's sort of involved.
Yeah, so I'd be keen to hear what they say about
Okay,
Valerie.
Captain America's brought you the original burger in December 1971. Now, some 40 years later, it brings you original comedy for free. Set up and emceed by budding comedian Jack Hanratty, the Captain A's comedy night promises to liven up your Sunday evening. Whether you're already there for some scrum-diddly umptious food, nice choice of words there, or you're fed up with the drivel that is Sunday night on RTE, then look no further for something that won't cost you an arm and a leg. Captain A's is the only call. As a popular venue, I'm surprised they hadn't thought of comedy sooner. A newly extended area at the back of the restaurant with a built-in stage, aka
Red Skull's Cave,
makes a perfect setting for intimate performances, comedy especially. Granted, it will take some time for this night to become established and draw in some big names and bigger crowds, but giving airtime to fledgling acts mean you never know what gems you might come across. The 6 acts that performed were diverse and certainly original, while they wouldn't have been the most experienced of stand-ups. Hey, I've done this like a year, the bitch.
How long has she been a
I've
journalist?
had like 8 gigs.
Yeah.
Anyway, each act's material was unique. Particularly funny and inventive was Dublin man Mark Cahill with his "Don't Pick Your Nose and Drive" live-action advertisement. That's a weird bit if you have ever seen it.
Yeah,
He has an entire cardboard car which he brings with him and a very large plastic fake bogey. And but anyway, moving on. Equally comical but entirely distinct was James Belfast. An English-sounding comedian from Scotland. James was quick to point out the unavoidable. He's seriously freaking tall. Much of his comedy derived from his frustrating but funny height-related experiences. Why do people always feel the need to point out to him that he's so tall? It's not as if he isn't already aware. She's just written down my set.
Yeah.
Say good things about.
Missed out the good bits.
Yeah, missed out the punchlines.
Yeah.
From his observations that you'd never tell someone if they weren't particularly short or fat, to his self-deprecating chat about how he often gets mistaken for a similar-looking but more successful comedian, Daniel Sloss, my nemesis. Belfast was a winner with this audience. Another new and original comedian was oh damn, I thought that was about me. Then finally Valerie, blah blah blah, a fiery red-headed comic altogether disconnected from reality. Yes, and that's all it says about her.
Oh, wow, Jesus.
Well, to be fair,
I hope Valerie never listens to this show or reads that review.
I'll make her listen to it.
Well, it's not necessarily a bad review. It's not to call it a review is.
Yeah, no, that's true.
It's less true. Saying it's less than going, oh, go and see him. He's good. It's go and see him. This is what he will talk about.
Yeah.
But with no list of quality. Oh well, they didn't. Hey, they said I was a winner with the crowd. That's almost something I can quote on a poster.